She hailed a taxi and gave the directions to the driver. As soon as they drove off, the woman started to talk. Her blabbering annoyed the driver. He turned to her and said, "I can't hear what you're saying. I'm almost deaf." The woman was shocked and didn't open her mouth for the rest of the ride. Only after she got out of the taxi did she realize the man had lied to her. How did the woman understand it?
Cause he took her to the right place. He's almost deaf.
If the driver had hearing problems, he wouldn't have been able to follow her directions. Detective James was invited to Long Hill College, where more and more students had their things stolen. The detective was asked to investigate these cases. In a week's time,
His
the
eyes
man
look
had 3
really
suspects.
tired.
What were you doing when the
Oh, I
last
did.
theft happened?
Like,
He
see,
asked
like-
them. Thomas said, "That day I was away. I had to take my younger sister to her rehearsals." Amanda replied, "I spent that day at the library, getting ready for my presentation." And Ryan said, "This summer, I'm going to Denmark with my parents. That's why I spend all my free time learning Dutch." Detective James immediately understood who was lying. Can you figure
I don't know.
time learning Dutch? Detective James
I
immediately
guess just
understood who
this
was
guy,
lying.
cause
Can you figure it out?
Jake or whatever his name is. No, this is Jake, right? This guy right here with the hat.
It was Ryan. They speak Danish in Denmark.
Oh,
Dutch is the language of the Netherlands. Jason works in
didn't
the
even
same
know
company
that.
as Amy, a bright and lovely girl. The guy has had a crush on Amy since they first met. To attract the girl's attention, Jason agrees to take part in the Brain Challenge game organized by their company. The first task is to crack a rebus puzzle. Jason is given a piece of paper
what's a rebus puzzle? Rebus puzzle. Oh, so like picture or words. Okay.
That's what he sees there. It doesn't take the guy long to figure out the answer. What is it?
Promises?
It's broken promises. Jason is one of the few who gave the correct answer. He moves to the next level. He finds himself in a room full of random stuff. There, he needs to find an object that would be the answer to the following question. What goes up when the rain goes down? Look
An
around
umbrella.
and help Jason find the needed object.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this here. Let's see. Oh wait, there. Here, umbrella. I wouldn't have even needed to pause that.
The guy chose a red and white umbrella, and that was the right answer. His next challenge was to get out of a basement. There are no windows there. Jason sees just one door with a letter combination lock. The only thing that can probably give him some hint is a note he finds in the farthest corner. P plus 3, N minus 1, B minus 1, N plus 4, S plus 1. What's the code word?
P plus 3, N minus 1.
Jason needed more time to crack this riddle, but he managed to get out of the basement. The code word was SMART. The key to this riddle was hidden in the alphabet. P plus 3 following letters is S.
Oh, I get it now. Yeah. M A R T. Oh, I
N
get it.
minus 1 letter is M, and so on. Jason is amazed to find out he's one of the 2 contestants to make it to the finals. Now, he has to do his best to win. The guy comes up to the table with 3 cups on it, but only one of these drinks is safe to try. The other 2 are poisoned. And even though a mistake won't cost Jason his life, the consequences will be unpleasant. The drinks are tea with sugar, cappuccino, and hot chocolate. Which one should Jason choose?
Tea with sugar. The cappuccino or tea with sugar. 2 of them are smoking.
If it was indeed sugar in the tea, it would have melted completely. But it didn't happen. Cappuccino looks suspiciously green. It's probably unsafe to drink. Jason opted for the hot chocolate and won the challenge. Now, Amy will definitely notice
I
it.
don't get it. I don't get
3 people are hiding in bathroom
really don't.
stalls. Try to figure out who's a pregnant woman.
Um, this one, cause she's wearing high heels, and maybe they're not. But they'd be in the girls, but I don't know.
It's the one wearing the untied sneakers. It's often difficult for pregnant women to bend over to lace up their footwear.
Oh my! How am
Two
I supposed to
people
know
were
that?
born at the same moment, but they don't celebrate their birthdays on the same day. How is it possible?
They just have their birthday party at a different time. Oh, they're born a different year.
They were born in different time zones. In one of these zones, it was already the next day.
So like
Detective
Australia
Brown was
and-
having dinner in his
or
kitchen.
UK and US.
Suddenly, he heard
Oh, no.
screams coming from his neighbor's house. He rushed there. The door was open. When he ran inside, he saw a paramedic bending over a lying man. Once the doctor saw the detective, he exclaimed, "He fell down the stairs. Luckily, he's just unconscious. I need to take him to the hospital." Detective Brown didn't need to think twice. He called the ambulance and arrested the man on the spot. Why?
How did that guy know that he fell down the stairs? Why is he in the house? Like,
When the detective was running towards the neighbor's house, he didn't see any car outside. Then how did the paramedic get there? And how did he know his help was needed?
so I was kind of right.
You
'cause
don't
how
have
did
them
he
when
know-
you're born, but you get them later. In several years, you don't have them anymore. But then they come again, but in a different form. Many years later, they might leave you again. What are they?
Hair? Maybe?
They are your teeth.
You don't
A
lose
criminal
them,
appeared
like,
in a small
lot.
town, and two young
You
women
lose
went
them that
missing.
much?
Right
The-
now, the third
get it.
girl is being taken away. When she comes to her senses, she finds herself in a well with two other girls. The well isn't particularly deep, so
Why
they
is it that-
decide to try to get
why
out
is
of
it
it.
that big?
The shortest and slimmest
It's
of them
literally a
climbs on
well.
top of the other two, but she can't reach the edge of the well. What can the girls do to get out of there?
One of them can jump, or maybe they can climb up the wall, or
The tallest of the girls should climb on top. She has the longer arms and will easily reach the edge of the well. You get lost in the woods in the middle of the winter.
How's
Suddenly, you see a cabin. It's dark and cold inside. There is just one candle on the table and a wood-burning stove in the corner. You pull out your matchbox and see there's only one match left. What should you light first?
the campfire. No, the candle, so you can light the campfire thing. Because if you try to light a candle with a campfire, it might burn.
The match, of course.
Ah!
It was winter when an elderly couple finished building a pretty new house. The husband was responsible for the construction, while his wife was a self-appointed decorator. The house looked beautiful. Very proud, they invited their teenage grandchildren to have a look at their work. But within an hour, one guy and two girls managed to break several windows. They also knocked down the fence, removed the decorations, and ruined the roof. But the most bizarre thing, the retired couple didn't seem to mind. They just smiled looking at the teenagers. Can you figure out what was going on?
It was a different grandpa, or it was in their house, or... Wait, they're retired. How are they supposed to do everything?
The grandparents made a gingerbread house and invited their grandchildren to eat it. 5 costs $25 and 25 $50. If you buy 255, you'll pay $75. What is it that you buy and how much does one item cost?
So 5 costs 25, and 25 costs 50. What's 5 times? Hold up. 5 times 75. It's. Nope. Okay. No. Oh wait. Look. It's the same thing. This guy still has no points. This guy got 1 question, and she got 2 questions right.
You're buying door numbers, and one of them costs $25. On a rainy
What?
Monday morning,
How am I
a
supposed to
car
know
hit
the
a
door?
woman at the crosswalk and sped away without stopping. Luckily, the woman wasn't badly hurt. She even managed to describe the vehicle before being taken to a hospital. It was a green van. The accident happened in a small town. That's why the police figured out easily that there were just 3 cars like that. They found and questioned all the car owners. Gary said, "My sister took part in a concert in another town. I gave her a lift and waited for the show to finish to drive her back. Angela explained to the police she'd been busy with some household chores, gardening, washing her van, and the like. Larry answered he was ill. That's why he spent the whole day in bed drinking hot tea. The
It's a small town, and you could see water, so I think
police officers understood who was lying right away. Who was it?
I think this one's Angela. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because this guy was out. Yeah, he was in another town, so he could be out.
It was a rainy day. Washing a car and gardening when it's raining? Not the best idea.
I thought it was just because the town was small,
Angela
and it still had a lot of water, so I'm like, she didn't
must
have a
be lying.
backyard, did she? Because, you know,
A man
small
was in
town,
an
I saw
8-story
some
building
water,
when a
so, like-
fire started. He jumped out the window but didn't even bruise himself. How is it possible?
he jumped down the window, then climbed down the ladder. Oh wait, he was on the first floor. I already know this. I saw this on the ladder. He was on the first floor.
The man jumped out of the first floor window.
Knew it.
2 people are standing near the river. Both of them want to get to the opposite side, but the boat can carry only one of them. It's summer and the river isn't frozen. And still, they manage to get to the other bank. How?
One of them swims? I don't know. How long is this? 15 minutes?
They are on opposite sides of the river.
Ah!
One town had a weird
Didn't
law.
they say they wanted to go
All
to
the
the
men
same
leaving
side?
there had to be clean shaven, but no man was allowed to shave himself. The only person in the town who was licensed to shave them was a 40-year-old barber. But then, who shaved the barber?
He didn't shave. He had no beard. Is that it? Let's see.
There was no need. The barber was a woman.
Oh.
A
Right,
mother
sounds
promised
like-
her son to pay him $60 per hour if he washed his hands for 6 seconds before eating a meal. The son did that, and his mom gave him his well-earned money. But the boy got upset. Why?
Because the money was left from washing his hands.
Because he received just 10 cents.
Oh, because it's a 10. Oh. Yeah, I guess it's going to end the video. See ya. Bye.